Hey, good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
So I have a guest with me tonight, and it is, can you guess? I wonder if they can guess.
I guess so.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Because of what?
Because you look like me.
Oh, I look like you. So this is my mother. Her name is Cassandra Jones, and I'm just checking here to ensure. I'm not sure. Yes, so we're live, right?
We're live.
Yes. So this is my mother. Her name is Cassandra Jones, and she practically bullied me into making her come on tonight. I'm joking.
Which I'm very proud of.
Yeah, so she's on tonight. We're splitting it up a bit. So we had Amanda night before. Last night Amanda wasn't there. I was by myself. And tonight we have Cassandra Jones' mommy, right? AKA mommy. So how do you want this to go tonight? Like, what do you want to speak about? Or
Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to come on here tonight, it was to endorse you. I think that in my head I was saying charity begins at home. And being your mother, I wanted everyone to understand that this is something that I support you with fully.
okay.
Yes. And also to match an amount that was given. I wanted to double it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the guy that gave that amount, of course I know this, right, folks? So Stephen Scoggins has been the biggest donator thus far, and Cassandra Jones has just. Oh, Stephen is on. So Stephen, my mother just came up to match, so she's actually donated 700 tonight. So there we go, Stephen. I'm sure you'll be ecstatic and happy that that has happened. Stephen is amazing. Thanks, Stephen,
Yes,
and
God,
thank you, Mommy,
Thanks,
for that.
Stephen.
Yeah, for that as
Yes.
well. So the goal is to meet 1,001 people across the U.S. in 12 weeks, and Canada. Canada. So 1,001 people across the U.S. and Canada in 12 weeks. The first time you heard this, how did you feel? What did you think? Did you say angelic? Yeah.
Yes, that's how I felt. Because I've always been saying that I would like this was one of the dreams I had to go around the US with an RV. This was one of the dreams. And seeing that I wasn't able to do it and knowing that you are doing it, you are about to embark upon it, I'm really excited.
Yeah. And it's pretty amazing. When I did identify this as a goal, or the goal identified me, sometimes I wonder which way it works, right? But I realized as well that this is my opportunity to live a dream that you have had. And it's really fascinating, yeah, to see that because I think it highlights the power of a conversation, even in relational conversations from a mother to son. There's a conversation that's happening there, and that's why I wanted to highlight the mother aspect. Interestingly enough, this weekend is Mother's Day. Yeah, you've given me the gift, however, I think it's switched up a bit. What do you have to say to that in terms of the power of a conversation?
I think I'm really proud of you because one of the things is following your dream. You always have the aspect of fear, and when I see you embark on going forward despite fear, I know it isn't easy going after your dream, knowing to go fund me.
Yeah.
This is something so different from you. You have always maintained, the posture of giving, but now you are asking people to give. I am so proud of you
Yeah.
because it's based on a theory of Zig Ziglar. If you give enough people what they need, then you will get what you need. And so I'm so really proud of that.
Yeah,
Going despite fear, despite obstacles, not using anything as an excuse, but pushing forward intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Interestingly enough, on that conversation, I would touch on just one thing to clarify, because in the Zig Ziglar statement, it says, "Help enough other people get what they want, and you will get what you want." And I believe there's a fine line, and this is our conversation you're getting to look into, right? This is how we conversate. Amazing people, right? So there's a fine line, right, where you do not manipulate, where you do not, like, I didn't give individuals an opportunity to be on the podcast with the idea of I'll get back to them by getting something directly. They gave me so much more. They gave me the book, right? Yours, your own unique real self, the concept of it. They gave me the ability to listen more. It's very necessary to stay that, wouldn't you say, that fine line?
That is, and I think knowing you, I know that you would never do anything with such an agenda,
Yeah,
agenda of manipulation. I know that your heart and your spirit is extended in the place of service
yeah,
and of reaching humanity. There's so much to you, Angel Jones, that I really feel comfortable sitting here, not just merely because I'm your mother, but because I really love Angel Jones and like Angel Jones the person.
yeah. Are you better like me? You're my mommy.
No, but you know what I'm saying. I can honestly say that the goals and the ideas that you are reaching for, um, it's from the heart, it's from the soul, because I've seen it in operation. As I said, charity begins at home and then it's extended abroad. And so I believe it must start here first. And I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it in your everyday life.
Yeah.
Mm.
You said operates, and I remember immediately there's a business that I ran. It was actually like my first official business that I started. And as partners, we came together, and the name of it was called the Upper Room Entertainment Center. And I remember at like a particular point in time, the idea was to fund this by selling. Well, no, even before we get into the funding part, like the idea of jumping into the business was like everything. And then I reached a point when I said, Mommy, I think I do not want to do this, right? I'm making money. Why should I go spend money? And she said, yeah, but she said something that I will never forget. She said, hey, you said that this is your dream, that business is your dream. And to do that, you have to do this. And I sold my first vehicle, right, to fund that business. And it's because of you, that point where you constantly support. Uh, and you're supporting not from just being supportive, but from you believe that this is something you identified. Is it that you identify that this is in alignment with who Angel Jones is, who I am?
I did. And also because there were so many things in my life that I did not achieve or accomplish because of fear or because of some plausible explanation or excuse. And I didn't want you to have that same experience.
Yeah.
I've always said in my heart and in my dealings with my children that my dream is that they would be better, bigger, and reach further in for everything that they desire to attain.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So I started that business, and the lessons I've learned in business in terms of relationship building and the importance of it as you build businesses that impact lives, came from that business. That was the core of who I am today. So, and mind you, while doing it, it wasn't so beautiful, right? We're talking about the guy that's cleaning the toilets. I'm the guy that's taking out the gas. I'm the everything in the business at one point, right? And but that definitely created strength and maturity
And you forget I was there too.
Right. So as well as she was there as well, right? She was actually our first worker, right? And so she was there. So it isn't just with words, like you've supported with actions as well. And I think coming down here today to have this conversation and do this shows exactly what that means. That it's more than just talking. It's a lot to do with support. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Let's just say hi to a few people. So there's Crystal Dixon. You know Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Right?
How are you, sweetie?
And then there's Pauline Crawford. She's
Pauline.
the ambassador of Magical Conversations. I had an amazing conversation with her. Excited to meet her. Yeah. So hi everyone. Again, Mommy has passed by to say hello to you all, and she wants to let Stephen know that she's just topped his donation. At the same time, I get my competitive spirit from her. But definitely, it's a great pleasure to have you. Is there anything else you'd like to share on, anything that comes?
I am really excited about this trip. I know that the best is yet to come. I believe that God is opening a door for you, Angel. I thank Him for it. Yeah. I thank you for following that dream. I thank you for running after it. I am just looking forward. I thank God. I really am appreciative of Angel Jones also for always being there for me. He had me on a 90 days challenge to walk every day, do one thing consistently, Mommy, to walk every day for 90 days. And boy, did I realize a lot. I said, wait, I have been making so many excuses. Walking 90 days. I remember going to sing, coming home at 10 in the night and have to fulfill that walk. I had to walk. And you know, I just thank God for Angel. Angel is such an inspiration. He is such a wonderful person, a wonderful son. Amazing, that's his word. Amazing young man. And so, Angel, I'm really and truly looking forward to this road trip in
12 weeks.
12 weeks. I wish I could go with you, but somebody has to take care of the kids.
Unless they get to go too.
Unless they get to go too.
Yeah, so let's see how that goes.
Yes.
So folks, we are on day 9 of 12. Thus far, I think we've crossed 2,000 for sure, right? Hit the GoFundMe button. I believe that as we begin the journey, there are many more that will begin to support. But hey, if you can throw that in from now, we get our tickets and we start this journey, that will be exciting. I believe what you put in, you will get out. I believe that. I'm confident in that what you put in, you will get out.
You know, I want to say a special thank you to the people who went beyond. They really displayed the power of conversation by putting action.
Yeah.
And donating to your GoFundMe.
Yeah.
So I want to say a special thanks to them, because in a world of like today where there are so many, you use that word manipulation, there are so many people who manipulate, who take advantage, who use people for the wrong reasons. I thank God for each and every one who did donate to Angel Jones GoFundMe.
Yeah, I really appreciate
it.
They
really raised the level.
Yeah,
you know?
Because for me, it's every dollar has shown that there is hope.
Yes.
And, you know, when we did begin planning for our business, Amazon Enterprise, it's what we said. We found that what Dave Ramsey said in terms of we give hope was very, very much in alignment with what we wanted to do, to give hope. And we've been doing that. So thank you for those who have donated. Lynn is asking a question. She says, what day are you planning to leave? So, initially, our plan was the 1st of June. Given what's happening, however, my parents are supposed to be traveling. So we will probably need to have the children stay back on the first leg of this according to how our funding goes. and they'll be responsible for that. But they have a wedding, a family wedding that they need to go to, and they'll return on around the first week of June. Yeah, so we're looking at the 12th being that day, that number, 12-minute convos, right? That we arrive on the 12th and start the 12-week counter from that point, Lynn. So thanks again for asking like the perfect questions, Lynn, that I sometimes leave out the answer to.
And also, I don't want the people who gave you board, who talked about you coming to their homes, think that we are only thanking the people who gave monetarily.
There we go. Yeah.
You know, we want to thank them too for opening up their homes to you. So a special thanks from all of us.
Yeah, and
from the Jones family.
From the Jones family, definitely. What's happening is individuals. So some people do not have money to give, and that's understandable. Yeah. But what is amazing is how some people are looking to the fact that they're offering their homes and they're still thinking it's not enough. That is actually worth more than the money, I believe, right? Because if we have checkpoints where we can rest, I'm a tall guy. And if I can just lay down sometimes, I like sleeping on the ground. It only needs to have a mat here on the floor, right? I love sleeping on the floor. So having checkpoints would be great. There are things that we can use as we go on this quest to explore the power of a conversation. So we appreciate you for what you're giving and how you're giving. Like, this is going to be fun, and I'm excited, and I look forward to highlighting what you do, how you do it. And just, again, the question for this conversation is going to be, what have you done to arrive where you are today? And we're going to explore that because we've had the deep conversation, the 12-minute convo, and now we're going to explore what have you done to arrive where you are today. Yeah?
You're asking me that.
Oh no, if I do that, folks,
we would be here for the entire night.
Yeah,
depending on what time we are looking at this.
Yeah. So we'll end here for now, but it's been a great pleasure. Can we end now?
Yes, we can.
All right. So thanks, Cassandra Jones. I'll give you a kiss, yeah? So thanks for passing through. Appreciate it tremendously. And for all those listening, as Amanda said, hit the GoFundMe button. Amazing audience. Have a great night. Later.